How's New York treating you?
New York's been great, man. It's been great work here. Met some great people, with Lyft since I've been here. Pre-draft training. Yeah, it's been great. It's been treating me real well lately.
What's your day-to-day look like?
Wake up, eat, come down here, come right down here. It's actually, love that where we're staying is, right in the same building as the gym. So get down here, get in the gym, hit a lift, eat some lunch, maybe a nap in, watch a show. Sometimes watch basketball, and then hit the gym again around 3. Then that's when I really get home. We'll come back here, do some recovery work, stretch. By that time, it's about time to lay down and do it again.
Kind of a famous gym. We see this gym a lot on social media. A lot of big-time NBA players come through here, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think about it like every time I walk in. It's kind of impossible to not think about it. Seeing all the videos that you're seeing with all the good players like Donovan Mitchell killing here, the runs with like James Harden and LeBron and all those players, and to know that they training in here or have trained in here, it's a blessing, man, to be in here to come and be able to train in here every day.
What's your focal point been this this off season, getting ready for the pre-draft?
Just making sure my shot feels as good as possible. Shooting with a lot of confidence. Making sure it feels the same way every time. Keeping my handle tight. Making sure I'm in shape. Running around more than anybody wants to. Play hard. Guard hard. Those have been my main focuses, making sure I'm in shape, my shot feels good, and I'm ready to defend and handle the ball at a high level.
What do you think you can bring an NBA team?
I think I can bring a lot of different things to an NBA team. I can bring scoring when you need it. I'm going to hit the open guy. I'm going to make the right play every time down. I'm going to play my ass off. I'm going to play as hard as I can on the defensive end and, really try to do whatever it takes to win. Whether that is, playing off the ball, I can do that, catch and shoot. I can, 3 and D, whatever you need. I think I can do those things at a very, very, very high level.
How would you describe your career at Marquette?
I would describe it as, a good college career, which is what me and Coach Smart talk about all the time, and knowing where we came from day one. When I first got to campus and not really knowing, what to expect, and trusting him and putting my head down and working and just gradually getting better. And I think that's another thing I show as well. Every year, I add something to my game. I get better at more than one thing every single year, and I'm able to learn things once and apply it to my game.
We saw you transition to the point guard spot pretty successfully this year with Tyler Kolek, going to the NBA. It looked pretty natural for you. What went into that transition that you made, and why did it look so seamless?
Man, that's another reason, man. Coach Smart, man, he was great. He could have very easily, hit the portal and kind of pressed the panic button and went and found somebody he thought could have played point guard. But he told me that he wanted me to step into that position. I knew that I could do that. Growing up, I played point guard a little bit here and there, and being around Tyler and learning from him, those 3 years that I played with him were huge. And I kind of just took a lot of stuff from his game as well as he's taken from mine, and kind of meshed it and did a lot of work over the summer on my passing, making sure I'm hitting my teammates on time, on target, and just making the right play every time and not turning the ball over.
That pace that you play with, has that always been your game?
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. That's always been my game since I've been playing.
How do you fine-tune that? What does that process look like in terms of becoming a better pick-and-roll player? I mean, you were really kind of known for your shooting earlier in your career, and this year we saw you do some really high-level things out of ball screens.
Exactly. Getting stronger. That's another thing, another area I've been touching on this offseason. Making sure my body is as strong as it possibly can be. Going in this league, playing against grown men that's been doing this for a long time, and how advanced their bodies are and how smart they are as players. It's important for me being a rookie coming in to train as much as I can and lift as much as I can to make sure my body's prepared to take those bumps and still be effective coming off ball screens and coming off ball actions.
Who are some guys that you enjoy watching in the NBA that you look at them and you say, maybe I can play that kind of role early on in my career?
Like even last night, I was watching DiVincenzo and seeing what he was doing with his team. That was pretty good. I look at Jalen Brunson and see a lot of similarities to with my game to him. There's some other players in the league that I like. I love Drew Holiday, man. Drew Holiday I kind of try to take on as much as I can because I don't know him, his mentality when I step out on the floor. Everybody knows he's very, very, very nice on defense, but on offense. But he takes real pride in, the defensive end and how hard he plays and how much he cares for the game. Another player, I'm sorry, I kind of put me on. I'm kind of blanking. Let me see some other good. It's a lot of them, man. Andrew Nemhard is another one I think is a good one. A good comparison for me. Can shoot the ball, can handle the ball, make the right play, and once again plays hard on the other end. Who else? I'll give you one more. Trying to be real careful. Who you think? You got somebody for me?
I mean, you know, like watching like Deuce McBride, you know,
Okay,
like
yeah,
just
yeah,
the way he comes
yeah,
off the bench
yeah.
and like the intensity that he brings, and
That's
just
good,
like doing a little bit of everything on the
sure.
ball, off the ball.
Yeah, that's another thing. I think you know, I have some intangibles that are good and that can help me at the next level. Just with my talk and energy. You know, I talk a lot in the gym. I talk a lot off the floor too, but you know, times two in the gym and really trying to be the loudest person and the most energetic person every time I'm in the gym.
What's something that's going to stick with you 5 years from now from Coach Smart that he, you know, told you every single day in practice, that he really tried to instill in you that you're not going to be able to forget?
Man, that's a lot of things. One thing I would say is, man, lose yourself in the fight. Lose yourself in the fight is one of his favorite things to say, and one of my favorite things to hear him say. And another thing is, this is probably actually my favorite one. He says he got this from his wife, and the quote is, "In the absence of confidence, fight." And that's been one of my favorite quotes ever since I've heard it. Well, my favorite quote ever since I've heard it, just from feeling that, you know, that lack of confidence and not really knowing what to do. You can start to overthinking. You know, that's the time where you really just want to lose yourself in the fight and just give it all you got in that moment.
Great stuff, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it too.
Yeah.